Good morning. My name is Dennis Bridges. I'm a sales professional at UJ Chevrolet. I'd like to do a comparison between the 2010 Chevrolet Malibu and the Ford Fusion. If you'd walk with me, I'd like to show you some things. We've got some great lines on the Malibu since 2008. We've got quiet glass on the side and the front. Nice tight lines. Underneath the hood, it's excellent quality. From the Red X engineers of General Motors, we've got sound dampening devices along the firewall, cover to keep the engine nice and quiet for the passengers inside. And just look at these beautiful lines on this great looking car. I love the Malibu. Over here is the Ford Fusion. They put prop rod on the Fusion where we use shocks, and well, I don't know where the covers are. It looks like the quality's not quite up to par on the Ford Fusion. As far as safety goes, there's 6 airbags in the Malibu. Also, it's backed up by OnStar, which can respond to any emergency situation needed by the customer. On the LTZ model, you get radio controls that allow you to have Bluetooth, USB port capabilities, Bose sound system, tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Everything the driver needs right at his fingertips so that he or she doesn't have to take his hands off the wheel to talk or to just make a mistake while driving. The dash kind of resembles the 1953 Corvette. In the back seat here, the back seat lets down from inside the cabin with a belt loop that's right at the top of the back seat. On the back of the Malibu, you have a hard plastic shell, so if you put something in through the trunk that has a sharp object on it, it won't scratch it or tear it or maybe mess up your brand new car. Malibu is a great car, and I'm proud to sell it. I think all my customers need to have the best quality they can get, and they're getting the excellent quality that they can get from General Motors right now. So take a second, look at the Ford Fusion. Well, it's a pretty car. Not going to knock it, but 50% of it made in Mexico. Back here in the trunk, I've noticed that there's a lot of flimsy things on the Ford Fusion. Where on the Malibu, all our seals are real nice and tight. Also, there's some sharp objects right here that could very possibly cut a child's hand. I don't know what they did with the gas cap, but if by some accident somebody was to maybe want to damage your car, that'd make it real easy for them to put something in there. Not a whole lot of leg room in the back seat of the Ford Fusion. And in my head, I'm not that tall, and I'm having to duck to get in. You got this right here, and all this cloth and snag stuff here on the back seat. When it folds down into the cabin, they do have child safety locks though. They said there's a 911 sync in here, but you got to have a phone that's Bluetooth compatible, so in case you're involved in an emergency situation, you can get some help. Not very quiet inside, 65, 70 miles an hour on the interstate. There's no covers on the engine. Again, my name's Dennis Bridges, and I want to thank